Hey guys, I'm Lexi.
And I'm Kayla.
And welcome back to our podcast. No. Okay, so Thanksgiving just happened. How was Thanksgiving for you?
It was so much fun. I honestly have had the best Thanksgiving food I've ever had. I don't know what, our parents cooked up, but that food was so good.
Yeah.
I normally hate Thanksgiving because of the food. I hate eating turkey so much. I hate it. But this Thanksgiving was actually really good.
Yeah, we had, obviously, turkey. We had, sweet potato, how do you say that? Mashed sweet potatoes. And then regular mashed potatoes. And then I made homemade mac and cheese, which was actually so good.
No, it was fire. I was I wasn't expecting much from you. Not to be rude. Wasn't expecting much, but, I definitely refilled my plate with some of that mac and cheese, for sure.
Yeah. And then what was different is this year our dad smoked the turkey on this, egg smoker thing.
Which was complicated.
Hectic.
Very hectic. That was crazy.
And we finally had Thanksgiving, all together again after, a couple years. I mean, we've done it here and there over the past couple years. We've gone to, restaurants down here and stuff like
but
that.
We never had, where we all, cooked together and,
Yeah, we all cooked together this year, which was really nice after a while. My parents are finally settled in their house, so we were able to do that. And we went fishing.
Oh my god.
My parents live on part of the intercoastal, I guess you could say. But so there's on their dock we can fish.
Yeah.
And we went fishing before dinner.
They had this platform and Lexi was out there standing in the middle of
It's like a floating dock.
Yeah, but what do you call that?
It's a floating dock.
No, the body of water.
I think the intercoastal is what they're on.
But is it a lake?
No, the intercoastal.
Okay. Well, Lexi was in the middle of that, literally floating on this piece of wood.
It was a dock, a floating dock.
Okay. Well, it looked really dangerous, and I don't know how you did that, but we caught a lot of fish, and we don't, I feel like we don't look like girls who fish, but me and Lexi love fishing. It's one of our favorite things to do.
We caught a couple puffer fish, which is actually terrifying when you think about it, because I was the one taking them off. Did you take any off of the hooks?
No, I don't touch fish like that.
So I was taking them off the hook, and once you catch them and once you start pulling the hook out of their mouths, they puff up.
Yeah, Lexi was freaking out because I literally saw and heard. You can hear them puff up and it's actually so scary.
Yeah, they make screaming noises, which is actually really sad, but also
no,
we're putting them back in the water. They're okay. No. They're not.
I was sitting there I actually wanted to cry because I hate I feel I'm hurting them.
Yeah,
it's scary.
But the idea of fishing is fun.
Oh, yeah.
Fishing itself
being able
is
to
fun.
Reel it in, it's about to die.
Don't mind that brief intermission. We had to plug in the computer. It was dying.
It's okay.
But fishing and stuff like that. We went fishing, had a great Thanksgiving. I don't think anything else really happened on Thanksgiving. No. My dog went swimming. That's about it.
Oh, the golf cart.
Oh, yes. My parents got a golf cart on Thanksgiving. I forgot.
Yeah.
So my parents' anniversary and birthdays all fall within 1 week of each other. So they got themselves a birthday / anniversary gift together of getting themselves a golf cart for down here. And we got to take it out on a ride.
Long story short, we almost died with me driving.
Yeah.
I thought that a golf cart is a car. I've never driven a golf cart before, and nobody mentioned anything to me when I got in the driver's seat. So I was just trying to, my dad was okay, now press the gas. So I pressed the gas, lightly, you would in a car, and, it didn't move, and he was no, you gotta press the gas. So I'm, pressing my foot down, and then we're at a stop sign because we're literally on a road.
Yeah.
He literally just let me do this on a road. And I go to, hit the brake, and I'm, tapping it slightly because I don't want to, have everyone fly forward, and it's not stopping. I didn't know you had to, like, slam down on the brake in order for it to, like, even start to stop.
Well, keep in mind, the pressure was also very hard on you, because we did have my dog in the golf cart, too.
And we literally, like, we were at, the stop sign was, like, here, and we were, like, in the middle, and there was a car coming.
Yeah.
So...
To be fair, I've never driven a golf cart like that either. I've only driven the golf carts that are at a golf course.
Okay, but still, like, that's,
well, they don't have a brake. They just brake automatic. Like, once you take your foot off the pedal, that's when they stop.
Oh, what the...
So, it was a little different and a learning curve, because you do have to press down all the way on the gas pedal and press down all the way on the brake. But...
I was just, like, thinking it was gonna be, like, a car. I'm like, guys, I got this, chill out, like, you're overreacting. But then I, like, freaked myself out, literally got out. I'm like, I don't want to drive anymore.
Yeah, you drove about a total of 5 feet, and then I drove us home.
Yeah, it was, like, 2 seconds.
But yeah, we loved the golf cart. We took it back out and went to Duncan the other day with it.
And went on, like, the highway with it.
You're not on the highway.
We crossed it. We crossed the highway.
But the highways in Florida are different than the highways everywhere else, I feel like, because they're really just, like, regular roads with, like, 4 lanes. But that was pretty much our Thanksgiving. Anything else since we've last filmed the podcast? Because it's been a couple weeks, guys.
Other than, like, our parents' birthdays and stuff, that was fun. Like, all my dad's friends came down and visited, and my mom's friends, too. We all were, like, hanging out and stuff, but there's, like, not really been too much we've been doing. Like, I've honestly just been, like, relaxing since I haven't been, like, back to school yet, so.
Yeah, we had the week off from school. Well,
I had the week off.
had the week off from school. And I basically had the week off from work. I worked only 2 days this week, which was really nice because of Thanksgiving and everything. We kind of got off more.
Oh, we went Black Friday shopping, too, on, Saturday.
Nope. Oh, yeah, we did. We didn't actually go out on Black Friday.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That was fun, though.
It was still kind of, like, the mall was still pretty packed, too.
That's how it usually is. I feel like anymore Black Friday isn't like when we were growing. I mean, you went Black Friday shopping with us when I was younger, right?
Like, not, like, when I was, like, super young. Like, maybe 1 year where we did, like, Thanksgiving at our house, but with, like...
Because I remember, going Black Friday shopping, and, like, I've been seeing this all over Instagram and everything, too, right now. Like, when did Black Friday become a whole weekend type of thing? Because I remember going Black Friday shopping... And I specifically remember my aunt was pregnant, 9 months pregnant, when we went Black Friday shopping. And we went out at, like, 4 o'clock in the morning and, like, waited outside of stores in lines.
Yeah.
And then the stores would open at, like, 5, 6, and that's when we went in and started shopping, and people would, like, rush.
Like, personally, everybody's like, oh, I'm so glad that, like, Black Friday is, like, or no, everyone's like, I'm not happy that Black Friday is, like, not like that anymore. Like, they're mad that, like, Black Friday is, like, not all hectic anymore.
Yeah.
Personally, me, I don't like going to the mall in general because I just don't like being around that many people at once.
Yeah.
So, it's, like, nice because it's just, like, I'm going to the mall like I normally would, but, like, everything's, like...
And getting good deals.
Money off, yeah.
That's true. Now going into what I wanted to talk about this episode was motivation. I feel like we... find motivation in a lot of different things, which is, like, good for us because we can then use that motivation to motivate each other to do different things.
Yeah, I feel like having a sister, like, around your age, even though we're, like, 4 years apart, but, like, just having your sister, like, do things that you like to do and doing things that she likes to do, I think we both motivate each other to, like, wanna, like, do what we want to do more, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I would say that, like, I mean... Finding motivation's really hard, and even, like, you know, new adventures that we do, I'm always looking to find ways to do more things with my free time, and I work a lot, so finding motivation to do things after work is hard, and things like going to the gym, like you go to the gym all the time, or you eat healthy, and... For someone like me who is work 24/7 and I barely give myself enough time for just my own schoolwork. Like, I want to talk more about where you find your motivation and how you balance it, and then, like, where I can improve in my motivation so that it can help other people who listen, that motivation is not just you in your mind telling yourself something. Like, how do you find motivation to do all those things?
Okay, well, first off, I want to say that, like, motivation, like, everybody thinks it's like, oh, you wake up happy every single day. Like, you wake up and you're just already having the best day ever. Like, it's not always going to be like that. And I feel like motivation is, like, honestly, like, the wrong word to use. I feel like, in my mind, I feel that consistency is, like, my motivation. And I always, like, especially in the gym, like, the only thing that really matters is, like, consistency. You know what I mean? Like, showing up every day, whether you've had a bad day, whether you've been having the best day of your life, whether you feel super busy that day or you have nothing to do, like, showing up and proving to yourself that, like, no matter what's going on, like, you're still gonna show up. Like, I feel like that's my motivation, is to, like, keep my, like, note to myself that, like, I'm gonna show up every single day and I'm gonna be there. And doing that proves that, like, it makes me more motivated, because it's like I'm showing up, I'm seeing results. Like,
so it's more like having a balanced routine, versus just like, oh, I'm motivated to do this today.
I feel like something that also helps me is, like, I have early classes a lot, so in my class, if I have, like, any free time where we're not really doing much, or I've gotten my work done, I like to, like, go on my calendar, and even if I'm not gonna follow this plan, I like to just plan out my day, like, hourly, kind of. So, like, what I'm gonna do, what time I have class, and then what I'm gonna do after class. I like to plan it out, and I think that helps me a little bit, because it's like, it gives me a checklist that I want to get done, and like, it gives me more motivation than just like thinking, oh, I have so many things to do, but I don't know when I'm gonna do them. Like, planning it out helps me so much. Like,
and for you, you just go to the gym and do like regular workouts, right?
Yeah.
So for me, that doesn't work for me. I could never just go to the gym and be fed with all of these machines and weights and like figure out what to do. So what I like to do, especially with working out wise, is finding goals to reach, really like fast goals, because I'm someone who needs instant like gratification. And so we've been on delay a little bit, just because our November is one of the most hectic months that you could possibly have. And of course, you know, right after November becomes Christmas and the New Year and all of that kind of stuff.
And my birthday.
Yeah, so I have been really getting into wanting to run marathons. I don't know why that's popped into my head. I don't know where the running motivation came from.
Like, we go through phases all the time where we're just like, we want to do this and we're gonna like do it, and then our whole life just surrounds around that. But I love it, but it's so hectic at the same time.
I think it's mainly evolved from, like, not only our parents just growing up everybody's parents tell you growing up, like, you know, you can do anything that you want to do in life, and no matter how hard you work for it, like, you'll get it someday. And for Kayla and I, it has been the most challenging part of being told that. Because we see something, we want it, and we will do anything to get it, honestly.
No, literally.
So for me, my forms of working out have kind of been training for running a half marathon. So, you know, working on my running, working on my, you know, agility, I guess. I don't know. I haven't gone too far into it yet. We're just starting this.
And like, me and Lexi, we did track in high school. Like, we did track and field because our grandpa was like the coach of the team. But I don't remember what you did, but I remember I like only did triple jump and like short distance, so I am not like a marathon girl, and I'm not nowhere near prepared to run a marathon.
Well, I did sprints, so again, not trained for a marathon.
So I feel like it's like more motivation to like do something that we've never done before.
Yeah, branch out and try something new. My everything in my life is something new. Like, I swear and this also stems from our father, that just constant changing passions
like this
and
podcast.
hobbies.
Like, who knew that we would just come out and do podcasts? Like,
and like just be consistent with it. Like, we weren't consistent with filming, I would say, but also, like you said, November's a hectic month. Last week we had Thanksgiving. The week before that, it was my parents' birthday, my mom's birthday, my dad's birthday, their anniversary that we spent a little bit of time with them on. We didn't really do too much, but there's a lot that comes up. My grandmom's birthday, my aunt's birthday.
Yeah, basically, like, our whole entire family's birthdays are, like, in November.
And then my dog's birthday. He turned 1 on the
we
21st.
threw a party for him.
So
it was so much
we had
fun.
that too. But but with uploading, you know, we're gonna get one up the next week, and finding consistency with that and motivation to keep doing it is something that we will struggle with 100% towards the middle of December, I'm sure, once we get a couple of weeks in, because that's just how our brains work. We find a hobby, we get into it, and then we drop it in seconds.
But this isn't gonna happen because
No.
we actually have people watching us. So.
And we have, I think that's also another thing with motivation is like, I feel more motivated to get something done when I know that there's other people relying on me to get it done, and there's other people, you know, watching or waiting for us to do it, or people supporting the fact that, you know, we want to run a half marathon. People saying, you know, when you go to run a 5K or, you know, train that way, to let them know. They'll show up. They'll be there.
And creds to those people who have been blowing up my phone asking when the podcast is gonna drop. Like, you guys are just like, it's funny to me, but it's like, honestly, thank you, because like, we know that people like actually want to watch it and like are willing to watch it. And even if you're watching it as a joke, hey, but like, you know, it's not that serious. Like, we're just like.
But anyway, thank you to the people who are watching, because it's giving us the motivation to keep filming, keep recording, keep going. Anyway, okay, wait, back to our week and everything like that, because I just remembered something that happened. We went to a restaurant. We've had some crazy November weather in Florida. Normally, I mean, my mom and I looked it up because we were talking about it because of all the rain that we've been getting. Apparently, it's still somewhat hurricane season in Florida. I don't know how much I believe that.
But if you look outside, it's really not.
But we did get a good, like, 4 days of
like,
downpouring
raining. Like, it was horrible. I was walking home from class, like, with my hood up and, like, in my Ugg slippers, getting soaked.
Just downpour of rain. So we went out to a restaurant, and it was
We went to
so
the Cheesecake
windy.
Factory.
We did go to the Cheesecake Factory, but that's not what I'm
Oh.
talking about.
I didn't know.
We went to a restaurant, and it was pouring rain, and I had my umbrella with me because I was not getting wet. I had to go park the car, and I get out of the car, and my umbrella almost flies away.
It was actually crazy. Like, the wind was taking me with it, I swear.
It turned inside out. It was so bad, so embarrassing, and like, it was just not the move, honestly. And it was dark out. I couldn't see anything, and like, no one runs over and tries to unflip the umbrella, and we couldn't get it unflipped. Oh my god. And then that's like where we get into this next segment about Icks.
Yeah. Let's talk about Icks about men that we have, because that umbrella one,
it's one of them.
it's one of them. It's one of them.
So, we made some lists of Icks that we have that we wanted to let you guys know and see if you guys share them with us.
So you can stop doing them if you're a man, or if you're a girl, we're gonna add to your list, because I know you have one.
And you can add to ours in the comments, please, because
Not for real.
that's my favorite thing to do on I'll literally go on TikTok and search like Icks for men because it's so funny.
It really is funny. Okay.
What's your first one?
So, obviously my first one was the umbrella one. That one is just disturbing in my mind. The second one, so this isn't really like, I guess if you're like older and grown up, you haven't really seen a man do this, but for me personally, I just like can't imagine like a grown man jumping on a trampoline.
Have you? Oh my god, there's a video on TikTok of a guy jumping on a trampoline, and he's doing like the little like
yes,
thing
he like
with
kicks
his
his legs. Yeah, like that is just so like disturbing to me. I just like, I can't.
I've seen the ick too of guys riding a horse. We did horseback riding when we were kids, and
we're not horse girls. We're not like that.
No, we won like a free like month of horseback riding lessons for something in our town, but
and we went all in like we always do. Like, we were actually good at it.
We had the horse riding helmets, the shorts, the pants, the shoes. We went all in. Anyway, but thinking about how you like have to like ride a horse and then like a guy doing it. It's just like absolutely not.
Okay, I have another one. So, like for me, especially when I was younger, like I would always like when I'm like drinking water, I would always chew my ice. But I just can't imagine like I've seen men do this and like it just disgusts me. Even though I used to do it when I was younger. But, like, when they're drinking, like, a drink or something and there's ice in it and then they start chewing on the ice and then they'll spit it back into their cup.
No.
I'm
Wait,
just like...
that goes along with guys who eat the popcorn kernels. Because I eat popcorn kernels like they are going out of business. Obviously, you pop the the kernels, and then whatever ones don't pop, you eat those. You don't just like eat the kernels out of the
Which is
box.
probably like not good for you, but
no, it's horrible for your teeth.
we probably like shouldn't do it.
Like the idea of hearing the cracking noise is so gross to me.
Okay, I think this one's a classic, and many people will agree with me. But like, I think it's an ick when women do it, honestly, too, but it's more, like, feminine when men do it, but, like, walking down a hill. Because why are your hips moving like that?
Is that like walking down? Is it really that? It's not like the hips, it's the, like, angle that your body
and,
has
like,
to be
the fast walking, like, it's just so funny to me. And then, like, they just, like, go on, like, their tiptoes. It's just, like, it's funny to me. I like it. Okay. This one kind of grosses me out, I think, more than it, like, gives me an ick.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I'm gonna call a lot of people out right now.
Oh, God.
But, like, men who use that, like, 5-in-1 shampoo, like, conditioner and body wash, like, there's no way you're washing your hair. You're, like, conditioning it, too. And washing your body with this same, like, soap. Like, for me, I use, like, 20 different things in my shower routine. Like, I don't understand how men are just like, yeah, I use this one thing and I just, like, put it all over my body.
You know, it's
and
so
then I'm
gross.
clean. Like, no, you're not. You're not clean.
You know, it's so gross. And I'm probably going to expose Nolan a little bit here. So, I'm sorry. But Nolan used to have, like, shoulder-length hair.
Yeah.
Like, longer hair. I guess it wasn't really shoulder-length. It was, like, more of a mullet type cut, where it was shorter at the top. It wasn't, like, a girl's, like, shoulder-length bob kind of cut. But it was long.
Yeah.
And he would use 3-in-1 shampoo.
Like, okay, I get maybe if you have, like, a buzz cut or whatever, and you're using that 5-in-1 shampoo.
Just so
if
you wash your head.
If you have, like, an inch or more of hair, you need to be using some type of soap. Like, that's not body wash.
Not even just, like, I mean, I think Nolan does use a type of body wash, too, to, like, wash his body. But, like, he will take that, like, it's, like, 2-in-1 or 3-in-1, something like that. He'll take it and, like, use it on his hair, his beard, his face.
No.
And it's like, stop
also,
doing that.
I saw this the other day, I don't know if you know this, but, like, the body wash that you get from, like, Bath & Body Works or, like, Target, whatever, like, the shower gel, like, that doesn't clean your body. It only, like, leaves a scent on you. Like, you actually have to use, like,
soap.
Like, Dove's soap to get you clean. Like, that's not cleaning you off
Okay,
at
then
all.
I guess we're exposing me.
I guess we're exposing every fucking girl in this world, because I did not know that, and I saw it the other day, and I'm like, what do you mean I'm not clean? Like, what?
Yeah, because I think I have, like, 5 or 6 of the Bath & Body
I'm,
Works
like,
shower
scrubbing
gels.
myself with that shower gel, but it just leaves a scent. It doesn't clean you.
That's actually insane.
I know.
That's actually disgusting, too.
Okay, number 6, I think this is. So, like, growing up, we've always had, like, dogs. We're just, like, a dog-loving family. So, whenever I would, like, invite, like, a guy over to my house, or, like, Lexi would, and, like, our dogs would love to, like, jump, but they, like, weren't mean, like, they weren't aggressive.
They just
but,
jumped
like,
up to say hi, and then
yeah,
they were kind of done with
jump
it.
like normal dogs would. So, like, it just gives me the ick when, like, a dog goes up to a guy and, like, is jumping, and, like, the guy, like, genuinely seems frightened.
No, or...
Like, there's no way you're scared of this, like, dog right now. Like,
or I've noticed a lot that, like, my dog loves to lick you. Loves to give you kisses. 24/7. Doesn't matter. He's going to try and lick you. And if a guy says, like, don't lick... like, that's,
what
like,
are you talking about,
but, like,
lick?
that's, like, such... The licking for dogs is, like, calming, lovable, like, so many good positive things, and then, like, a guy is just like, don't lick me, like, excuse you. My dog's just trying to like you and like test out who you are, and clearly you're a red flag, honestly.
No, honestly, we should talk about fucking red flags too, because that would
That's
be
true.
like...
There's so many.
Okay, number 7. I feel like me and Lexi have both experienced this in like previous relationships, maybe current.
Mm-hmm. That's weird. Go
But
ahead.
no, I'm talking about you. When men speed in their car to show off to you, when they're like, hey, watch this, and then they like shift the gear and they're like going off, like, no, stop doing that, please, because like, you're not cool, like.
Are you trying to say that Nolan does this?
No, like with his old cars.
Oh.
But I was in a relationship with this one guy, he like loved to speed to show off. And we got pulled over once, and we both, like, got tickets for it. And, like, thank God he paid for mine, creds to you. But, like, that's just so embarrassing, especially, like, come on. If you're gonna do that, don't get pulled over, because that, like, gives you...
Or just, like...
That gave me a bigger ick. The lights
yeah.
went on, and I was like, ew.
I think one of my biggest icks is, like, guys who try to, like, show off.
Like, do crazy stuff.
Yeah,
like, impress
but it's
you.
always, like... It's always, like, something that, like, borderlines being illegal. And it's, like, nothing about something that's illegal is funny or attractive
yeah.
or, like, I'm not gonna fall in love with you because you're
yeah.
breaking the law.
This guy one time tried to do a backflip to impress me and literally landed directly on his neck. And I have a video of it, and I literally made fun of him after that. Like, it's just, like, don't, like, try to go out of your comfort zone to impress somebody, because if it fails, they're gonna have an ick about you for the rest of their lives.
No, seriously.
That's basically it. Okay. I don't know if this is an ick, this kind of just pisses me off, but people who think that, like, they're really doing something by having their read receipts off. Like, just because, like, I need to know when people read my text messages. Like, I hate when I can't see that people are reading my text messages. It just, like, that's one thing that just, like, pisses me off.
I am definitely guilty of turning my read receipts off for some people.
I'll do it if I get mad at you, but, like, I'm not gonna be like, you know what I mean?
No, I definitely will turn my read receipts. I turn my read receipts off for, I guess, exposing me to people at work. So they can't tell if they're asking me to do something. They can't tell that I read it.
Okay, this also, kind of goes along with, like, this speeding and, like, trying to show off when, like, you're not about that. Guys who, like, will talk, like, I don't want to curse. Guys will, like, act like they can fight, but have, like, never been in a fight before. And I think it's so funny because, like, imagine this. You and your boyfriend are walking down the street, right? You're just, like, chilling. Some guy, like, says something mean to you, and he turns around, and he's getting in this guy's face, and you're thinking in your head,
no.
My boyfriend has never been in a fight. He is not gonna win this.
No, like, it's worse. It's, I think if they're turning around, standing up for you, up to a guy, okay, whatever, like.
But if you're like,
please don't get in a fight.
If they're, like, taking off their jacket, they're like, let's fight, what's up? And I'm just like.
No, what's worse is a guy who, like, say you're, like, walking down the street with your boyfriend, and, like, some guy, like, looks at you, and then your boyfriend does absolutely nothing but says, I'd kick his ass.
No, literally.
No,
you
you wouldn't.
No, you wouldn't. You would not. You would actually get your shit rocked.
Like, you would not be kicking anybody's ass here. We all know you can't.
No, that's so fact. Like, first of all, you're not gonna say anything, and you're gonna walk away, and then you're gonna be like, yeah, I'd beat his ass. No, you would not. Stop.
No,
like, stop.
You would never.
Okay, this one's, like, I don't know if anybody has ever had this ick before. I think it's just, like, an ick to me. Like, when they, like, not when they put their foot up to tie their shoe, but when they, like, bend down to tie their shoe. Like, please, just stop. Or, like, if they ask someone else to tie their shoe, I feel like that could be one, too. Like, imagine your boyfriend's just like, tie my shoe, please. I'd be like, no.
No, I could not. That's so gross. Okay, so another ick that I think I have is, like, a guy asking someone for help, but, like, not in a way that's, like you're at a parking lot or something and the guy is like, like, goes to a worker and is like, where do I go? No. If a guy is like, can you help me with this?
No, also,
and he's, like, trying to, like, cook dinner.
Going off, like, of that, like, a guy asking you something, like, about his car. Like, if something's wrong with his car and, like, he's asking you, it's like, why are you asking me? You're supposed to know that. Like, no.
I guess not even just that, just like...
Like, imagine a guy asking you, like, he's trying to open a can and you can't do it, so he has to ask you. Or, like, his water bottle. Like, you're telling me you can't open a water bottle? Like...
Or just, like, in general, like, I don't know, like, random, like, your TV isn't working. Can you help me with this? No!
Or just, like, asking you to do things for them. Like, can you go get me a glass of water? Like, no, you're a man, you can do that yourself. No, now we're just being mean, okay. Okay, another one for me is, like, when you're out to eat with them and they're ordering food, but they're, like, shy about it. Like, why are you like, I get, like, me personally, I was never able to order my own food until I was, like, what, like, last year? Honestly. So, for me, when a guy is, like, shy about ordering his food or just, like, doesn't know, like, I don't know how to explain that. Like, it's just shy about it. Like, you're just, like, keeping your head down, no eye contact.
It's not necessarily, like, always, like, shy about it, but they're just, like, nervous to do it.
Yeah.
Like, just order your food
like,
and let's go.
Yeah,
or they don't know what they're ordering. Like, they'll be like, what's this? Like...
You go first.
Yeah. Like, you are gonna tell me you just sat here for 30 minutes
like,
with
you're
the
one who said you were hungry.
Yeah, you're the one who sat here for 30 minutes with the menu and now you can't figure out what you want to eat.
Okay, our last one is a big one for both of us. Guys who just, like, swim. If you're just swimming in a pool, like, that's an ick to me. If you're, like, I can just imagine it right now, just, like, seeing a guy, like, paddling his hands or, like, kicking his feet, like,
ew.
Like, just float, like, stop.
Or, honestly, guys that can't float is an ick, too. Like, they're just, like, that's the one thing I love to do in a pool is, like, float and just, like, relax. And if a guy, like, goes to float and then, like, instantly goes underwater.
A guy getting hit by a wave in the ocean, getting knocked over. That would be so. I wish I've experienced that, literally.
Oh my god.
Like, imagine you're in the ocean, like, jumping waves with your boyfriend, he just gets, like, actually murked by a wave. I would lose my mind.
Okay. Those are our icks, honestly. I'm sure there's more. I'm sure there's more. I'm sure that you guys can name more. But, like, back to, like, square one here. Men need to find the motivation to not have icks just radiating from their body 24/7.
Like, I know men know that, like, there's icks out there about them, and I know they've seen it. I've seen them all over TikTok and, like, Instagram, everywhere. So, like, if you're a man and you're out here and you know that, like, something you could be doing is an ick, like, just stop.
Yeah.
Just stop. Like, stop being so, like, icky. I don't know what to say. Like, I literally just, like, men, to me, are just, like, walking icks.
Yeah. I could...
Like, men could do anything.
That's so horrible. So anyway, we got a little off track there with the icks, but I think that the idea of our podcast, and, like, as we close out our episode 2, is, you know, we want to give you guys a good recap of our week, a little bit of inspiration, I guess, or advice, or whatever, and then, you know, the last little bit of the episode, like, we're just talking to each other. This is what we do. This is how we, like, this is what we do when we hang out. We talk. We go on tangents about icks, about men, and stuff like that. And so
we're happy to do it.
I feel like you're getting, like, a really good, little moment of what Kayla and I literally do 24/7 when we're talking. Is just go on and on and on. But if you guys have anything that you want us to specifically talk about, definitely comment it below and let us know. We have a couple more ideas. I definitely want to add in the red flags.
Yeah, we'll
at some
definitely
point.
talk about that.
And next week, hopefully, we have a lot more to talk about. I mean, I'm working all week this week, so that's my life.
And I'm
right
hopefully
now.
getting a job.
But also, our next podcast that comes out, I will be back in Pennsylvania for the week. So, look forward to not the next episode, but the episode following that, because I'm going back to Pennsylvania for a week, so I have a week-long vacation, and I'm definitely coming back with stories, because we are having an Eagles party, we are having Hanukkah's coming up soon that we're celebrating. I'm just gonna be back in our hometown for a week, so look forward to those episodes coming up. Definitely subscribe to our YouTube channel now. I feel like our first episode we did not do any self promos by any means.
Yeah, give us a subscription. Come on now.
And then you can follow us on Instagram too for updates on the podcast. I'm thinking, and let me know down below how you guys think about this, but I think for our podcast's Instagram, I want to start posting more of like a joint account type of thing, and not make it focused 100% on this podcast, but make it a little bit more focused also on just us two interacting, and then that way you guys can comment on it and be like, this needs to be in the podcast kind of thing. Make it more of a community type page versus like, oh, we're filming, here we go.
Yeah, like if you guys literally have anything, like literally anything, we'll talk about it. We can always have a conversation literally about any topic. So if you are interested in something, you want to hear us, like, our opinions on it, let us know, but don't talk about politics. We don't like that.
But anyway, subscribe to the podcast.
Subscribe, comment, like, and
we'll see you in the next one. Bye!